you know who also had to leave the warm to come to the cold Philly from Hawaii? It's our prospect we're going to follow today, Devin Saltiban. Before we bring on our guest, PHLY, let's go down on farm. Oh, that perfectly. I like the spinning of that. It's so cute. So our prospect today that we're taking a look at is Devin Ezekiel Boyd Saltiban, born and raised in Hawaii. And
that must not suck.
I know. I'm super jealous. Saltiban was drafted in the 2023 draft, third round, 98 overall pick. And here's the numbers for the number 18 prospect outfielder. 18 years old, 5'10", 180 pounds, and has 42 at-bats, 10 hits in 10 games in the FCL in 2023. Has worked with some great names such as Kaha Wong, which is Colton's dad in Hawaii. Also for Saltiban, did forego, of course, his collegiate eligibility to be able to get this professional contract, and a name that's been interesting, to say the least. Now, as a young outfielder, a center fielder specifically, many believe that he will end up being a corner outfielder and also will have a strong arm and is projected to have excellent hitting as he continues to progress. I know some of the grades that came out for him, his tools, his hit as a 50, power 55, run 55, field 50, arm 55, but as a top Hawaiian prospect, Saltiban's got potential in what you've been seeing from the various reports that have come out about him as someone that has a lot of growth there that can happen.
Yeah, I mean, he's one of these kids at 5'10", 180 that does not scream power, but some of his exit velocity that he's shown, scouts do believe can translate to some power. One of the encouraging things I read about him was right after the draft, he entered the MLB Draft League, which is mostly college kids. And as a high school 17, 18-year-old, undersized, to walk in there against, kids that are 3-4 years older than you and go compete shows me that this kid, wants to be a player. He has a polished, aggressive swing path with a lot of bat speed that they think can translate to above average power at the next level. Decent exit velocity that is encouraging to some scouts. He's turned his plus run times and should settle in as an above average runner in the future with split options, as you said. Whether or not he'll stay in center will be determined. He has an above average arm that will allow him to play those corners. And we'll see where it takes him. But he's definitely a kid that's probably going to be down in Clearwater this year with a chance to play as some of their prospects grow, or climb the ladder, I should say. He's still so young. He's 19 years old. So we'll see. But, I guess the Phillies hope he can become the next flying Hawaiian here in Philadelphia. 19 years old. He was 18 years and 4 months old when he signed for $600,000. I can't imagine what 18-year-old Jamie would have done with $600,000 in the bank.
I don't either.
Well,
I don't know
Sam takes his
what
portion.
Current $600,000, Renee, what I would do with
I'd build a golf simulator in my backyard.
I know. We've actually had this conversation before, and you do know, and I still don't know what I would do, but you fully know.
Maybe we could buy a house. Maybe.
I would actually first, the girls', education fund.
Oh, and then the golf simulator. How nice of you, Philly.
Simulator, yeah.
Well, Saltiban, the other side of that is his competition level, as reports have indicated, wasn't very high in Hawaii. So, with it not being the greatest, scouts don't really have much history on him coming in, but he's faced some quality velocity and secondary stuff, and his hit tool evaluations, as they say, could vary strongly, and just see how he progresses. So I know in the chat you guys are making some interesting comments about Saltiban. Definitely a young player with time. Let's just say that.
Yeah, lots of time. I mean, at 19 years old, he's got lots of time. He's got a good 4 or 5 years, most likely, unless he sets the world on fire, to figure this out. On the 2080 scout scale, his tools, his hitting comes in at a 50. His power is a 55 with a chance to grow because of his high exit velocity and quick bat speed. His fielding is a 50, and his arm is at a 55. So, like most prospects, things to be encouraged about. We'll see if maybe he can get a little bit bigger. Obviously, he's probably not going to get too much taller, although I hit a growth spurt at 19, so never say never.
He was reported at 5'10", now he's reported at 6 foot, so allegedly he grew.
Yeah, I mean, if you can get up to 6'2".
And he did put on some pounds. He's now
180
something. Where he's like
slim. So yeah, he's got a lot of time to develop the body and develop his game, and we'll see where he comes in. But number 18 for us, depending on where he is, he's 18 on Baseball America, 20 on Fangraphs. I think Baseball Perspectives had him somewhere similar, right in that like 19 to 21 range. Good luck, Devin. We're pulling for you.